anything this way for me.
Alrighty. This is Vernacular from homebrewtalk.com. Relative new guy. I recently posted some comments about my serial killer grain mill. Had a little bit of difficulty with it in the beginning, but I worked it out. It was more my fault than the machine. I'm going to post this video as I promised on the comments when we were discussing grain crushers. Anyway, I'm going to show you a few things. I'm quite pleased with my serial killer. This is the box it came in. Nice packaging. The mill itself came with the hopper, everything all assembled. And it was packaged well enough that the bloody thing didn't get boogered up and bent. You know, the post office is famous for if you want something to break, why send it U.S. mail, but I'm going to defend the U.S. mail in this instance. It was the box came intact. It was packaged well. First comment I want to make, I just got finished adjusting the rollers. Might not show it too well in there, but you can see down in there there's some grains in there, and I figure I'm going to turn the thing backwards here. If you can put a few grains in there and then turn it by hand backwards, if them grains aren't falling right out of the thing, it's not gapped. Well, the light is really rotten. It's not gapped terribly big. As you can see, the grains are not falling through there as I'm turning it. So I should get an okay crush. I don't want to turn it into flour, you know. And you do that by loosening these bolts here. They're like forged wing bolts. There's little lock nuts on it. I haven't locked them down, but anyway, you loosen those, and I'm not sure, you can just barely make out the calibrations on the thing there. On the ends of these knurled pieces, they fit in there and fit inside a bearing that's mounted inside the roller. And the other end of this is eccentric. In other words, it's on a different center than this piece is. The thing on the end of it is off center, so that when you turn this, it adjusts the gap. This is the axle of the driven roller, and this mounts in the bearing in the non-driven roller. And when you adjust it, this eccentric moves that roller, literally moves that roller back and forth, adjusting that gap. You get it where you want it. I used a feeler gauge, and then I hold the roller against the feeler gauge so it stays put, and then tighten this down. Of course, when you do that, you want to go back and check it again, because the other end's liable to be off a little bit, and you want to get it where you want it. Now let's grind some grain. See what happens here. I've got oh yeah, this goes on a fit to go on a bucket. You see those little wooden pegs that come out of the board? That came with the mill, and they fit nicely on this 5-gallon bucket, so it doesn't. I've got to do this with one hand. All right, so it doesn't fall off the bucket. I don't know how I'm going to do this with one hand here. Let's see if I can set this down here. Can Can you see the grinder? Okay, now I'm going to take take my drill, put it on the end of the grinder here. Alrighty. And I've got, I forget how many pounds of grain. Let's look and see. 10. About 11.5 pounds of grain there. There's black patent, some Wireman's Caraffa, and chocolate malt, and mostly it's Canadian two-row pale. And we're going to put that in the mill. Start grinding. See how quickly we can bust through this almost 12 pounds of grain. It's one hopper full. I think the hopper's supposed to hold, I think it holds 7 pounds. I'm not sure. Let's find out here how fast this goes. Get some see if I can watch the clock here. You can see how nicely it's feeding through there. And watch that go right down. Okay, that was 40 seconds. No, wait a minute. 50 seconds. It ground up that whole hopper full. Let's put another load in there. Let me set this down. There we go again. So we had 50 seconds. The drill works pretty nice. Got a fresh battery in it. See that shaft sticking out the side there? That's the driven roller, and see the knurled adjuster on this end. There on the other end. And here we go with the grain. There's 40 seconds. 45. 50 seconds. All gone. Alrighty. Let me set this thing down, and then we'll have a look at the crush. I won't stand up now. Look at the squeeze there. There we go. Alright.
Right. Am I allowed to walk in here now?
Sure. Alrighty. We're back again. Let's check out this crush. It's probably not going to show up too well. It's all out of focus because I'm so close. The hulls are intact. In fact, some of them look like they're still whole grain, but they're not. Even those, the grain inside is crushed, and those are few and far between, actually. I'm pleased with it. I've already made a couple of batches with this mill. I'm quite pleased with the way it's performing. So anyway, that's that. This is going to be some pumpkin stout, so I got to be on my way to the grocery store and buy some pumpkin. And maybe we'll put some video of that on too. But this was mainly to show off the cereal killer. I bought it. It was cheap. Well, I shouldn't say cheap. It's very reasonable compared to some of the others that are on the market. I'm happy with it. I have nothing but praise for it, despite some of the comments on my posting in the forum. I guess I'll put a link to that along with this video maybe, and maybe I'll put this in product review, eh? Alright, see you later. And this is the vernacular. Cheers.